resistance is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. The Sun Devils will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Oregon Ducks offense will have the first crack at it in this one. From the gun, the ground game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Back to pass, it's Alston. Finds the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Gonna look downfield again. Trying to beat the D deep. Catch inside the 25. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Sun Devils offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, if there's an old warhorse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point. There is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Sun Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. What perfect execution on that big run. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it.
Now, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense.
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Still running at the 35. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's think a second about Arizona State. They won their first national championship last year, something I know many in the fan base thought would never happen. And now, also for the first time, they're the hunted. How do you handle that over the course of the season?
You got to raise your sense of urgency, no question about it. David, every day this offseason has felt like a celebration on campus for their fans. Winning that title a year ago, but now you've got to know you've got the target on your back.
I get that. I understand that. But if you're a fan, keep celebrating, baby, because you got your first natty, man. It's fantastic. Whatever happens this year, who cares? You got a ring. You were the Kings.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Trying play action. Going for it all. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's going to make a statement to them.
Running back searching for a hole. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Breaks into the open. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires downfield. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Oh, lack of concentration that time by the receiver. If he catches it, it's going to be a 1st down. You just have to look that ball in. Do what you do every single day in practice. In your sleep, that's a bad break for the offense early.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, at some point with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Rides the back on the option. Again, his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Alston. Back open in the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll try the run. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Under fire. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield, it's Alston. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Under fire. He's going to run it. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick. And
there he goes. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Sun Devils, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Snags it quickly on the left. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
To the air, it's Alston. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
On third down, he drops to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. The Ducks line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Here's the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. He's piled up 76 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
He'll keep it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Here's the pressure. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Alston. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
That's a really nice looking throw. When I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need...
Breaks into the open. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Going to sling it on second down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's coming. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Ducks are marching down the field. Here's the handoff. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Auburn is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Tigers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on it. All over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's now up to 83 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Turning it on! Oh, the Hawks! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight they wanted to force-feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Quick release on the RPO. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to them. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Size makes so much noise. You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. On the option. Now the pitch. Open space space at the 25. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Working that left side now. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Wants to go up top. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona State! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the foot.
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm with the football and get him on the ground.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to throw, it's Alston. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. He'll start this drive firing. They get to him as he throws. Let's think a second about Arizona State. They're coming off a national championship win last year. But you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping them.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason. Fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title, David.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So it's a lot of guys that haven't won that championship that want to fight for it, that are hungry, and now you mix them with some guys that have also won. It's a good recipe.
Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Punt is in the air. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed him.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Alston. Right on target this time. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Runs through the tackle.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on that play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the tight end. Off play action. Unloads it downfield. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, we mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
The Sun Devils will punt this one away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Looking for a man. It's Alston. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just... handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee...
Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Red pass, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Grabs it over the 25 in stride. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quick strike complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Rides the back and leaves it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Pac-12 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and now it's a final. UCLA looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Pac-12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. It's complete. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Pedrino. They'll immediately call timeout.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
And just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene.
And the Ducks will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
It's complete on the right side. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sun Devils have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Leaves it with the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got it in the middle. It's Pedrino. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll test the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snags it over the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They're going to run it. Touchdown, Sun Devils! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Off the play fake on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Using the quick game. Oh, and a burst disaster by falling on his own fumble.
Man, when these receivers fumble the football, oftentimes it's out in the open field. You have no idea who's going to jump on it. That's oftentimes how you see scooping scores. He's lucky he was able to recover his own fumble.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Alston. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Ducks will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Makes a move. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in this sweet return there. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll go to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Takes the easy completion. Touchdown, Arizona State! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The give to the back. Plows through the defense. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 and the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Unloads quickly. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Alston. Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
Lost to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll cut the lead to 1, 28-27. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Quarterback in trouble, just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it. Just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled. Deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Alston. Lost one deep down the right side. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. The Sun Devils. Down the field. Leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Quarterback making adjustments. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Finds his big tight end. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
They're going to ride this running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Punch it out of the air. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air, it's Alston. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
You want to talk about shifting the field? And he's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Into the house. Touchdown, Oregon. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in his quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, look for the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top. He's got him in the flat. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Pulls and fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. He's got it on the run. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the...
Touchdown, Arizona State! They move on top here in the 4th.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They go to the ground. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, and he's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Scanning the field, it's Alston. Got room to work. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Listen, it's go time. We're trailing. It's the 4th quarter. We got to get a little bit more aggressive. I like the call. I like going for it, and especially because we made the completion and got the first down.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Quinn. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Back to pass, it's Alston. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
My goodness, dude, that is close to 500 yards. Most people can't do that on air. Most people can't do that in a video game.
Run in the red zone. It's carry-on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now and he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here's a heat. Lets it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Virginia found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A perfect example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Charlottesville. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
And with that last play call on 2nd down, I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to get in position to kick a game-winning field goal with no time left on the clock. This is a critical 3rd down, though, and if you get this, you can keep bleeding the clock to put yourself in that position.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Active hands from the defense forcing... pass.
Great play by the defense, forcing the incompletion. What do you do now if you're on offense? Game is tied. It's late. Do you have the confidence in your quarterback and your offense to convert this 4th and short and give yourself a chance to win this game now?
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Man, the clock is not our friend right now. The first down stops it. That is great. We got to get some chunk yardage plays, make some hay while this clock's running out.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This kicker has missed his only attempt of the day, but all will be forgotten if he knocks it through the uprights here. It's good! A booming kick to win the game. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because